Net Morning Briefing, Thursday, March 12, 2026. 3 ships on fire, oil above $95 a barrel, a hat trick in 22 minutes, and it's not even 9 a.m. Good morning. Here's everything you need to know. We are on day 12 of the U.S.-Israel war on Iran, and the world is waking up to a new escalation. Iran launched what it's calling its most intense operation since the war began, firing some of its most advanced ballistic missiles toward Tel Aviv and Haifa. NBC News. Meanwhile, large plumes of smoke rose across Beirut after explosions rocked the city's southern suburbs overnight. CNN. And the new supreme leader? Mojtaba Khamenei, chosen to replace his father just days ago, has not been seen in public and has not issued a single written statement since taking power. A source tells CNN he sustained a fractured foot in the initial wave of U.S.-Israeli strikes. CNN, here's what's making people nervous this morning. U.S. Central Command says it eliminated 16 Iranian mine layers near the Strait of Hormuz overnight. NBC News. That sounds like progress, except Iran was laying mines in one of the most critical waterways on the planet. Before February 28th, roughly 138 vessels transited the strait on an average day. Right now, that number is approximately 2. Oilprice.com. The U.S. has also ordered its diplomats to leave Saudi Arabia as Iran strikes Gulf neighbors. Democracy Now! This conflict is spreading. Let's talk about your petrol bill, because this war is coming for your pocket directly. Before the war began, U.S. crude oil was trading at $67 a barrel. By March 11th, it had surged past $90, and gasoline prices jumped from $2.94 a gallon to $3.60. PolitiFact. The IEA fired its biggest weapon yesterday, a record release of 400 million barrels from global reserves, with the United States contributing 172 million barrels from its strategic petroleum reserve starting next week. NBC News. NBC News. Did it work? Prices briefly dipped, then climbed straight back above $90. NBC News. As JP Morgan put it plainly, policy measures may have limited impact unless safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz is assured. NBC News. And right now, it isn't. All right, let's breathe for a second, because last night's Champions League was spectacular. 4 first-leg round of 16 matches, every single one a story. Real Madrid 3-0 Manchester City. Federico Valverde scored a hat trick in a 22-minute span in the first half, becoming the second player in 2 consecutive seasons to do this to City at the Bernabeu. Kylian Mbappe did it in last year's playoff, and Mbappe didn't even play last night. He's out with a knee injury. Yahoo Sports City are in deep trouble ahead of the second leg. PSG 5, Chelsea 2. A wild one. The match was tied 2-2 in the 57th minute after Enzo Fernandez's 12th goal of the season. Then, Chelsea goalkeeper Philip Jorgensen, reportedly just named the club's #1, made a critical error that led to Vitinha's go-ahead goal. Yahoo Sports. It unraveled from there. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Arsenal 1. Kai Havertz scored a last-gasp equalizer against his former club, ESPN, to keep Arsenal in it. The tie is alive. And the story of the tournament, Bodø Glimt, a club from a Norwegian fishing town, beat Sporting Lisbon 3-0. ESPN. Manchester City and Inter Milan were both beaten 3-1 on their artificial turf pitch this year. That's now 5 straight Champions League wins. ESPN. They are the most unlikely quarterfinalists in modern European football. A war reshaping the global economy, oil reserves being cracked open for the first time in history at this scale, and a Norwegian fishing village club outplaying Europe's elite. March 12th, 2026. Not a boring day to be alive. Stay informed. See you tomorrow.